All the debris in the river has complicated recovery efforts. WFMY News 2's Itanisa McMiller heard from a dive expert about the challenges they're now facing.
First responders want to provide answers for families hurting, but the fatigue and stress of this recovery mission can be difficult. An experienced diver gave some insight into the conditions they are facing out on the Potomac River.
First responders in Washington, D.C. continue to recover victims from Wednesday's mid-air collision. 67 people are believed to have died. Search teams have recovered more than 40 bodies from the river. The recovery mission is brutal in the icy waters of the Potomac River.
They've been breaking ice.
Gary Tremaine has experience in these missions as the dive team leader and assistant chief of the North Carolina K-9 emergency response team. He says the divers on the Potomac are under a lot of stress.
Dive times will be brought right down. They're probably going through a lot of divers just to overcome the fatigue.
The strong undercurrent of the river adds to the challenges of the search and recovery process.
It's a bit like being in a washing machine. It can tumble you around a bit, maybe 15 minutes, pull them out, another 15 minutes, another set of divers, and they're probably rotating through like that.
Tremaine says they're also working around hazardous material from both aircraft.
There's going to be fuel, there's going to be hydraulic oil floating around.
He says emergency crews in D.C. are going into the water blind and likely have to rely on a tender, which is a term for a dive member who stays on the surface and guides the diver. They also are using sonar equipment to see objects underwater.
It's not like looking at a picture. You'll get an idea that there may be something down there, because a lot of times we're in black water, you don't see anything. You can't see your gauges, you can't see your hand in front of your face.
Tremaine says he can't imagine what the divers are going through as the search continues.
And Tremaine says K-9s can really help during the winter months because they can pick up on gases from bodies in the water to help guide those first responders.